Hello there guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers Planet Earth Survival. And I do apologise, I have not been able to do any preparation work before this episode, well, this session of recording. I've been a bit of a fool and left it to the last minute to do it. Ooh, hello, a bit of a lag, I think, maybe. I've left it to the last minute to make this video, didn't realise that I didn't have enough videos up before Insomnia, so I'm doing this 2 nights before. It is currently 10 to midnight, 2 nights before Insomnia. Before I travel to Insomnia, I need to do this hour of recording session. I need to then edit it. I then need to get it rendering and hopefully rendered in time so that I can actually pack up my rendered my editing PC so that I can take that with me up to Insomnia, because I'm BYOC, which is bring your own computer. So yeah, fun. What am I trying to do? I'm basically trying to build that, aren't I? So where are we at? We needed some materials, didn't we? Did I have them all in my inventory right now? I do not. It's construction components and steel, some multi-tubes and some steel plates. Construction components, more steel tubes and steel plates. I'm pretty sure I ended the video with that same sentence. I believe the sun just came up. How random. Inventory. So, construction components. Construction components. Small steel tubes. And, last but not least, steel plates. There we go. I don't really need the motors, so we'll chuck them in there. And we'll take as many steel plates as we can. And then that's all I think we basically have. So hopefully that's going to fill these ones up. And then have a problem when it comes to putting in the last section of what I wanted to do. Of course, we got no more construction components. Well, it's not necessarily... This isn't necessary, these sections, because they don't have to be connected via the tubing because they are all up here and things, so it's not that much of a problem. The reason I wanted them was so that I didn't accidentally disconnect them again when taking out these things. But I suppose I would be getting out construction components and stuff from these when I do it, so I'm going to do that. And then that should hopefully fill this up. Small steel tubes is now the problem, so... And some motors. I did actually need some of those motors that I chucked in again. Of course I did. It's always the way, isn't it? Is any of these going to work? No, they still need construction components. Well, this one can give me construction components. And then that hopefully she'll finish this one up. Really? You're still not going to... Why are you still... Because it needs 40, I see. Okay. I have got this connected right, haven't I? Yes, it's all good. They only take 15. I think that's what the problem is. So that's like that, and then yeah. I don't want to fill my inventory up though with things. We'll do these first. Can I do them both without filling my inventory up? I can. Can I fix this fully up without inventory fully up? Yes. Oh, hi. Lag. It might be a problem. I might have a problem in that I'm lagging because I am actually currently uploading some of my other videos ready for Insomnia weekend, so that might be a problem. Also, that antenna is basically broken. I ought to probably just like grind it down and get the materials from it, because it's not really being useful otherwise, I don't think. Oh, I almost accidentally decided to grind that down, and of course I'm not quite got enough construction components still. Would I get any from like over here? I would get 30, but that's just filled my inventory up like crazy. Okay, can I get anything into here? The small steel tubes, that helped. Didn't get any motors, that didn't help, but that's done a bit. What can I... It's a shame you can't like tell what bits you actually kind of want from it, because that's... yeah. Where was I wanting to go with this afterwards? I wanted to get some sideways pistons as well, but I'm thinking currently all I'm going to really be needing is some downwards ones. So we might start putting them on for the moment, and then I can just edit it afterwards how I want it to work. I can just rearrange that bit, because currently this is all I'm going to really get. And even then, I've made some redundancy in where I'm putting these, because... Hang on, wait, what? No. What? I want it in the middle first. Hang on, I'm going to have to hopefully not fill up my inventory. Yes, I filled up my inventory. Where can I weld stuff? Let's chuck a load of stuff into there. That would have helped if I'd done that first. Granted, I don't think that's where I quite want it, but it's going to do for now. That was a bad idea. Should have disconnected that one first. There we go, right. 5. So I want one in the middle first, so that's a given. So we'll do that. Yep, right, I'm going to grind that down because I don't quite think that's where I want it. And then we'll weld up that as much as possible, which is not very much at all. And then we're going to go grind this down even more. That filled me up even crazier. Wow. Can I now fill up more of these with bits? Nope, apparently not. Anything? Anything? Just need 4 more construction components. What has my inventory so full? The radio components, of course it is. That's what's going to cause all the problems. Can I put anything in here? Not really. Right, okay, we're going to go chuck this stuff in over here. Oop. Inventory, hide the empty, and we want container ship, or container. And we'll put the small steel tubes in, the radio components in, the large steel tubes, the computers, and we'll put that in, and hopefully that will get taken out, and yes. But I don't think there's any more construction components at all. I don't see any. So maybe I should go into production and get like a couple hundred sorted. I was going to say, are you telling me we're out of iron? You can't be out of iron. We just put some stuff in there to be smelted, so that was kind of useful. Right, we should now get everything from that. Cool, that should now be able to weld up some of these other bits. I think it was this one that only needed 4. There we go, that's one done there. And that one just needs 2 more motors, okay. Not much of a problem. And we're almost done there. So we basically we want motors and construction components to finish this off with, yes? Yes. Motors and construction components. Can I stick anything else in here that I've just basically taken? There we go. And more construction components. Right. Inventory. Hide the empty. It's a shame we can't have that as permanent and you have to just untick it, sort of thing, but hey. Construction components. The interior plates being there is a little bit of a pain. There we go. And motors. We'll take as many as them as you can, which is all of them. Right. So then hopefully that will be able to finish off these bits. Should be able to do that one at least. There we go. And then hopefully these as well. That's 1. And that's 2. So that's that complete. And what about this? That's one of them. We need more steel tubes. That's fine. The real annoying thing is how I've done this is I ideally want the next drill to be below here and then one over this side, which means I basically need to build more of these in between them so that it works better. Because I'm not sure if the 2 gap is going to be... Well, I need steel plates to put them down. I'm going to build them on the ends now just to see, and then we'll test it out. But I also need to get a cargo container at the top as well. So that's one thing. Can I have 0? There we go. So steel plates basically is all I need, or what I need. I just pressed G. I was meant to do that. Steel plates, please. I don't really need you anymore. I'm pressing the wrong button. Thank you. I also ought to update my bottles at some point. We'll do that, and it might be worth using the actual construction ship to build these in a moment, but it's fine. We'll just do that. Yeah, I probably will go grab it, just to see if we can weld it up with them. So, yeah, weld a ship, weld a ship, weld a ship, weld a ship. It would be useful, ooh, if I could use that as well, to grind stuff down at some point. F to get in. Right, so I need to go 4 and 3, no, 2, lift off. There we go, let's turn me into that sort of way. And 6 is, so I can do that. Does that work? 6? It is. Cool. And we're going to go fly ourselves around over there to... So, the last time I broke myself off, I didn't hit the sides, or did I? I don't remember repairing it. So did I hit the antenna, and is that why I kind of got damaged? Is that possibly why? I should just do it like this, it'll be easier. But then that's when I damaged myself, isn't it? Come on. Weld it up. Weld it up fully. Perfect. I'm going to go just like so, because I'm not going to go the other way. Weld it fully. Thank you. So I'm going to back up this way, because I know there's nothing around it. I'm going to go forward like so. Going to weld that one up. And of course we're not got enough. Right, we're going to fly around this way anyway to see if we can make some progress on this at least. There we go. So that way we can come back with the specific tool. Well, we can make what we need. Well, actually, first of all, let's jump out and see what it is specifically it needs, and then we'll come back with them. It's just construction components again, which I don't have in my inventory, I suppose, do I? Because I must have used them all up. Okay. So that's fine. Just more construction components. Can make them easy. I hope. So do that, do that. It's kind of cheatsy in having the third person view, but I think if I didn't do it, I would make a lot more of a... I would not survive very long. Let's move a bit forward, and we're good, and do that, and 4, and we're powered off, and we're out. So just construction components is required. Inventory like so, please. It's more production I want though, and we want another couple of hundred of these. Inventory, I'm going to do that. So interior plates, which is in the I'm going to move you all to there if possible. Thank you. Just to move you out of the way. And then we'll go back to my own personal one, and then we're going to find those construction components that were just being made somewhere. There they are. It's like 40 each or something, I think. Or I'm not entirely sure. Might be that I need the whole 200, so we'll just wait. It shouldn't take too long. It's not getting... that should be enough, maybe. We'll see. We'll, if we have to come back, we'll have to come back, but... For now, let's just do that. We're going to need it for the cargo container on top in a minute anyway. But, right, there we go. And in total, I only need 40. So, yeah, we should have plenty in our inventory to finish that off. There we go. Right. So, the last thing needed is a container. So, it's going to be a large one at the top in the middle. I think that's how we're going to start it off. And of course I need interior plates, those things that I got rid of. Well, I have a fair bit of. So inventory, if I could have that please. Interior plates. Can you all fit in one? You can, but I want like 100 please. And we'll go place that as we want it. Dead center. Do I want it dead centered? Would that be about right? Yeah, that'll be about right. Because what I'm thinking of doing, I've put this in a comment, or a reply comment to Tucker. Why are you not fully welded up? There we go. Tucker, who's been commenting like crazy on all my videos, and I really appreciate it. It makes me feel just I just love having a comment on at least every video, a comment on one more video. So good work, Tucker. Long time subscriber you are. But what was I saying? Yeah, I was saying to him that I'm intending to turn this into like a massive ship sort of thing with all things on it, so that I can move these drills and just basically take out the deposits on each thing as I go. So in that sort of sense, a thingamajig, one of these things, wouldn't be a bad idea somewhere on it. Should I be? Can I take all of this? Should be able to take all of it, shouldn't I? There we go. Because it's not really doing much in this. I might try and make a way where I snap that back onto this thing, because it's not really... It's got a lot of power in it, and it'll be good to just put it back onto this thing. Especially considering I have only that running this at the moment. But what was I doing? I was going to put that back on here, so it was somewhere along the lines... Where was it again? Where are the antennas and stuff? It's there. There we go. I want one of them, and I'm going to stick this... Where's best to stick it? I kind of want to keep these bits open. So I'm thinking if I can stick... Well, then there's blocking that way. Can I stick it in the middle somehow? I don't really know how I can stick it in the middle. If I was to disconnect that, would that cause a problem? Up this top, it would not cause a problem, I don't believe, and I could use that to put one in here. So yeah, shouldn't cause a problem in putting one there. 6. And then in like, of course it's going to be like that. Under like so. Perfect. No, don't read. There we go. It's a little bit of a weird place to have it, but I'm thinking that's fine. Chips don't have to be perfect, really, do they? So that's that. We'll want to weld that up as much as possible, so we're going to go get the welder ship to go do that with. Because hopefully that's going to have all the things in there it needs. 4 and a throat 2, and lift off. We're going to go back like so. I shouldn't be like that. Let's do that. We're going to fly on over. We're going to aim over that way so that we don't overshoot, because we would have crashed otherwise if I wasn't too careful. So 6, change the welders, and please weld the whole thing up. Weld the whole thing up. There we go. So that's going to help in that sense. I'm going to back up and F. Now, what else do we need on this mothership sort of thing? We need a processing plant and assembler sort of thing, at least to start off with. Maybe even just an arc furnace for now, because I think there's only iron down below here. So an arc furnace would be useful. I'm also thinking I ought to do, if I'm going to use something like that, this thing, sorter. I'm also thinking I ought to maybe start like a new tab with this sort of stuff. We'll just restart the whole thing in general, because everything else is good. Otherwise, arc furnace, one of them, an assembler, and the refinery, depending on how I want to set it up. So 3. Because the arc furnace only does certain things, doesn't it, if I remember rightly. So how do I want to do this? Do I want to set it up here as a thing? I can't seem to, because it needs steel plates? Interior plates. I need more interior plates, do I? Okay, where's the ship gone? Up there. There's no point going back to the thing, because that's where all the stuff is. Interior. There's no point going to the base, I was going to say, because everything is in this ship. So yeah, if I'm thinking of putting one of them like so, and then an arc furnace on top of it, and then